Hello, beautiful people. Just want to jump on here and give a little quick hello. Well, it might not be that quick. So I'm going to this thing today, basically a social event with my work, and it was reminding and bringing up memories, of course, that I have to share of my story. Um, because being such an introvert and becoming more extroverted, and I guess this is more of again like a coaching or a pep talk video on like you don't know what you don't know. And so, because I basically explored and expanded my mind and was willing to, it was when I was building my business, right, as an esthetician, and I saw the potential for where I was. And so I just forced myself to go up and start talking to people, and it kind of went from there. And I'm very thankful for that because I have become a happier person because I have learned to be extroverted, right, when I want to. It's not all the time. I know sometimes people meet people like me or other people and we think, "Oh, that's how they always were." Like you wouldn't really think about it's something to learn, right? So take what resonates with you. Like I said with all my episodes, take what resonates with you. Shit can the rest if you want. So what I wanted to say is that I remember in my negativity, which I really laugh about because it's really very comical, is that, growing up and my hatred for the world and different things and just people being happy. Like sometimes I just sound like I feel like I sounded like an old lady. Like, look at them all happy and shit. What do they have to be happy about? And so I didn't really know what that was like. And I know that sounds really weird, but when you're in that state of mind or consciousness, that is all that you know. I don't think I even knew how to think positive. Yeah, I would laugh and we would like do dumb shit growing up. And, I would be the person like I like the Seinfeld episodes. I'm like a knocked up 40-year-old virgin. Like that's my what do you call it? My humor. Super bad, all that dumb shit. Right. So I've kind of always had that part, but like I don't know overall in general that I would have said like I was a happy person because I was always in survival mode. And now I'm getting off track here. But basically what I wanted to say is like even when would go to stuff, I'm gonna be those people are gonna be dumb, they're not gonna be cool, whatever it is, everybody's gonna suck. And it was a very snotty attitude. And while I love my punk rockness and that sort of, I understand it now, protective and, again, like snotty and stuff, just helping me again kind of survive that period of my life. And like I said, injustices, things that I was angry about, which were very warranted. So I remember thinking that already, I'm not gonna, and you don't know anybody, and again, don't have social skills, and I don't even know to say I was always a nice person, just didn't have social skills. So what I wanted to say in just a little quick little tips is that you won't know until you go and find out, but the fact that you're even going and you want to feel happier, or you like the idea of it, or maybe you just, I don't know, you're hearing me talk about this now, and I know I've done these certain things in my life to feel happier, right? With or without a significant life partner or whatever it is that you're not always doing stuff with, and I never expected that, is that I have done a lot of things by myself, and I am totally fine with doing that. But I just want to, that is a block. If you go into it having a negative mindset, that's what your experience is going to be. But I have met so many different types of people, and it's great hearing their stories, and you may not have much in common, right? So I'm going to just leave you with keep an open mind. And uh, if you think this is something like you've heard me talk about or that you already know, right? You know that when you go and do certain things, you feel better out of your routine, right? Or trying a new class or trying a different food. And sometimes, too, I don't even know much about people. And I'm like, I don't know if they would like that. I don't know, even though Thai food's becoming so popular back in the day. Um, Maybe I would have thought people would be more standoffish, of course, and like, or Ethiopian or Indian, all these things that I tried before in the past. And you really don't know until you ask somebody, right? So I highly encourage the expanding of your mind. I don't care what age you are. And don't forget, this is very crucial, perception. You can change it at any point in time. And I think when you realize that, because a lot of us, even those, I guess, 10 or 20 years older than me, whether they were interested or you are interested in changing the way you think, that is, I'm going to say that's the older mindset. Like that's the older way of think of it as being an older way of thinking. Like, especially if you grow up and live in the same place your entire life, you're only going to think that one way, whether it's country or city, right? Or the way what influenced you, okay? So, perception, to have an interest in something outside of your comfort zone, people will say, or outside of the box. For me, it started with samba music and Brazilian music. So, it just helped me expand. While I was exposed to culture, I definitely wasn't exposed to different types of cultures. So I'm going to go now and leave you with that, is that these are things that we can do to help ourselves feel happier. And you may be stuck. Maybe you keep even saying the same thing over and over again, like you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, but like you wouldn't know what to do to make yourself feel better. For me, it's always been, music, or it's always been music first. And now it evolved into like healing therapies and then movement and dance. So I know what I need to do to get back in those states when I am feeling depressed, right? I think all of us can admit to a certain level and degree, like we are depressed because all the things that are going on in our lifetime, right? Current events, negative media, whatever it is, somebody dying around us, somebody getting sick. So I know that my mental health, what has happened to me specifically over the past years regarding isolation and solitude and people being removed from my life, like a person like me who has become extroverted now is not going to thrive for the rest of their life in those sorts of conditions. While as much as I love solitude and I love those sorts of things, just doing the monotony of the daily and just staying where I am, since I know I love to grow now. And even though it's been spiritually exhausting, I'm so thankful for everything that I've learned and continue to learn. And I just want to share that with you all because, again, I think it is kind of rare for somebody so introverted, especially me, introverted and negative, who learned the power of the subconscious mind, who learned the power of positive thinking, and who has made it a lifestyle, like pretty much the second half of my life, uh, age 23, about like 23. I don't know, we might say 19 to 23, like up until the present time. So almost 50. So that's what I wanted to share with you all, the benefits of expanding your mind, how to do that, and even basic skills of talking to people. People, you might say, like, oh, I don't talk to people. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to, that's not me. Whatever the reason, you will see how also it's very fulfilling when you see other people's reactions to your talking to them. It could be somebody at the register. It could be somebody that I don't even know, and I'm getting to practice my Spanish because they really like it. In any other culture, when you just try and attempt and you ask people about them, and that makes me happy. Also to make them laugh, So I'm going to go now. I'm celebrating that I've done this under 10 minutes, and I still think I shared a lot and hopefully provided some value to you. Okay, people, so I will see you in the next video. And again, yes, maybe it's just the timing, right, for you to see this video now, for me to encourage you that so many things can be learned in life, especially with practice. And I have done so much like dumb, what I would think embarrassing shit, like on this journey, that I'm like, oh my God, like that's like so like embarrassing, if I were to see myself. But now I don't really get embarrassed. And just so many things, people I could write down on a piece of paper that maybe you, uh, I mean, I just would laugh at, like, the list. It's not just one thing. It's not like just the embracing wearing reindeer ears at Christmas or dancing to Macarena or singing to that damn Mariah Carey Christmas song that I despise. Like, so many things that I just would make fun of with myself, or clapping. Like, I rarely even clap at stuff, but I have clapped, and it's just so it was so awkward at first sometimes doing it, and then I just started laughing at myself because it did feel, like, so out of my character, just like the dancing, the samba dancing with the hips, like, just the being sexy, which I was so anti that and anti being pretty because, a lot of stuff growing up and just rebelling, and okay, I failed the test 11 minutes, but I got on here. Okay. Hope you are making it a great day, and hopefully this provided some good information for you and the benefits of thinking positive, okay? To feel happier. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.